Top 20 Longest American Cars of the 1970s. The True Land Yachts. Welcome back, automotive enthusiasts, to a journey through time. Today, we're cruising straight into the vibrant 1970s, a decade when American highways were dominated by massive, majestic machines, affectionately dubbed land yachts. These cars weren't just about getting from point A to B. They were undeniable symbols of luxury, style, and the pinnacle of American pride. Join us as we explore the 20 longest American cars of that unforgettable decade, vehicles that truly shaped a piece of American popular culture. Do you remember the feeling of first sitting inside one of these colossal land yachts? Let's embark on this nostalgic ride. Kicking off our list is a true legend, the 1973 Chrysler Imperial. This wasn't just any large car. It was the longest non-limousine American car built after World War II, a testament to the era's desire for sheer size and road presence. The 1973 Imperial boasted Chrysler's distinctive fuselage look, giving it an even longer and wider appearance with its rounded, tapering body lines that truly mimicked an aircraft fuselage. Its interior was a declaration of opulence, especially with its Corinthian leather seats, a material that became synonymous with wealth and sophistication of the time. Under the hood, this beast housed a powerful 440 7.2-liter V8 engine, producing 208 horsepower, more than enough to effortlessly propel its massive frame. Sadly, this was the final generation of the Imperial as a standalone brand, marking the end of a golden era, but its legacy lives on as the ultimate land yacht. At the time, the 1973 Imperial was more than just transportation. It was a status symbol. This car was often owned by successful businessmen, lawyers, or affluent families who wanted to showcase their prosperity. Driving an Imperial was described as gliding on clouds, thanks to its soft suspension and excellent sound insulation, transforming every long road trip into a home-like, comfortable experience. Customers could opt for numerous luxury features like automatic air conditioning, a premium sound system, and real wood trim inside, all contributing to a first-class cabin. The attention to detail, from chrome-plated buttons to the stitching on the leather seats, highlighted the meticulous production process. Although later impacted by the fuel crisis, the 1973 Imperial firmly holds its place as one of the last icons of the big is good era. Next up is the 1975 Buick Electra 225, a pinnacle of luxury and Buick's flagship sedan in the 70s. It proudly stood as the largest car Buick had ever built, asserting its presence on the road with impressive dimensions. This car featured a distinctive honeycomb chrome grille and a luxurious red velvet interior, creating an incredibly cozy and upscale ambiance. The Buick Electra 225 was also a pioneering machine, being the first GM car to offer an airbag system, a revolutionary safety feature at the time, and modern conveniences like power windows and a power driver's seat, providing maximum comfort for the driver. Despite its length, this car shared many mechanical similarities with the Oldsmobile 98, showcasing technological collaboration within GM's sub-brands. The Buick Electra 225 was a popular choice for large families or anyone needing ample space for long journeys. Its smooth, almost silent operation was one of its standout features, turning tiresome commutes into relaxing trips. The suspension was finely tuned to absorb bumps, giving it a characteristic gliding feel on the road. Additionally, the Electra 225 offered various exterior and interior color options, allowing customers to personalize their vehicle to their own style. With a powerful V8 engine, this car effortlessly cruised on highways, though it wasn't the most fuel efficient. The combination of its impressive size, luxurious amenities, and advanced technology made the Buick Electra 225 a symbol of prosperity and the ideal American life in the 1970s. 1974 Oldsmobile 98, 234.40 inches. Matching the Buick Electra 225 in length is the 1974 Oldsmobile 98. This was Oldsmobile's largest full-size car and one of the longest vehicles on the market, largely due to the government's 5-mile-per-hour bumper regulations enforced at the time, which required bumpers to withstand minor impacts without damage. The Oldsmobile 98 was considered especially elegant with its Regency package, elevating its luxury to a new level. Powering this car was a 455 Rocket V8 engine with cold air induction, delivering an impressive 320 horsepower, ensuring robust performance on any road. The Oldsmobile 98's premium interior was truly a highlight, with luxurious leather seats, deluxe armrests, convenient dual ashtrays, thick floor mats, power windows, locks, seats, a vinyl roof, all contributing to a comfortable and upscale environment. Owners of this car were often status-conscious individuals who wanted a vehicle not just for transportation, but also to express their lifestyle. Driving the 98 was a blend of the solidity of a large machine and the softness of a luxury sedan. Features like automatic air conditioning and cruise control made long journeys more pleasant than ever. This car was frequently seen parked in front of large homes, at golf clubs, or cruising on interstate highways, representing the freedom and prosperity of America. Despite its size and fuel consumption, the Oldsmobile 98 remains a memorable icon of the 70s, embodying the bigger is better philosophy of the American automotive industry. 1975 Cadillac Fleetwood 60 Special, 233.5 inches. When it comes to ultimate 1970s luxury, the 1975 Cadillac Fleetwood 60 Special is simply unforgettable. This was Cadillac's flagship model, an unmistakable symbol of success and sophistication. With its enormous dimensions, significant length and width, this car always stood out in a crowd, affirming its owner's status. The Fleetwood 60 Special was equipped with a powerful 8.2-liter OHV V8 engine, paired with GM's 3-speed turbo-hydromatic transmission, providing remarkable power and smooth operation. Its interior was a heaven of comfort with 6-way power adjustable wrinkle-free velvet seats, ensuring maximum comfort for every journey. With a price tag of over $85,000 when new, adjusted for current value, this car was reserved for the top 1% of affluent customers who didn't shy away from spending on pure class. A unique feature was its ability to be configured for 9 passengers, though not technically a limousine, and even had a divider window between the driver and passenger compartments, enhancing privacy and luxury. From the satisfying thud of a heavy door closing to the luxurious smell of leather and velvet in the cabin, everything evoked a sense of extravagance not found in other cars. The drivers of these cars were often CEOs, politicians, or influential figures who needed a vehicle not just for travel, but to make an impression. Power steering and power brakes made handling this massive car easier, though it still required finesse when parking. The Fleetwood 60 Special often came with additional amenities like a dual air conditioning system, an 8-track cassette player, and even early mobile phones, transforming it into a mobile office or a miniature living room on wheels. Continuing our list is the 1977 to 1979 Lincoln Continental, an example of timeless beauty in land yacht design. This was the 5th generation of the Continental, sharing its platform with the Mercury Marquis, demonstrating Ford's production optimization. The car's interior was described as absolutely beautiful and very comfortable, capable of rivaling Cadillac's Fleetwood in terms of luxury and comfort. The Lincoln Continental saw significant year-to-year changes in its taillights, grills, and windows, and came in numerous special editions, allowing customers to choose their favorite style. What's special about this car is that it was built on a body-on-frame chassis, a robust design that helped absorb bumps, noise, and vibrations on the road, providing that signature smooth land yacht ride. This car was known for its ability to glide on the road, making long journeys on interstates incredibly relaxing. With its soft suspension and spacious interior, passengers could comfortably stretch out and enjoy the ride. Many Continentals were equipped with automatic air conditioning, power leather seats, and AM/FM stereo systems, which were high-end conveniences at the time. Exterior colors were often subdued, elegant tones like navy blue, earth brown, or silver, fitting the luxurious image the car aimed to convey. While its large size made parking challenging, for those who owned it, the Continental's imposing presence and comfort were undeniable. Did you have a special memory of first sitting in, or perhaps even driving, one of these legendary land yachts? Share your story with us. Next on the list is the 1977 to 1979 Lincoln Continental Mark V, one of the last full-size personal luxury coupes and a symbol of ultimate opulence. The price of its 1979 special editions could soar to over $100,000, adjusted for current value, highlighting its exclusivity. The Mark V replaced the rounded styling of the Mark IV with sharp edges and straight lines, giving it a bolder and more modern look. Its interior was super comfortable, and the seats were perhaps the most comfortable you could find, inviting long, relaxing drives. Notably, Lincoln collaborated with renowned designers to create special designer editions by Bill Blass, Pucci, Cartier, and Giovanni, each featuring unique colors and interiors, elevating the car's collectible value. With its length even surpassing a modern extended wheelbase Escalade, the Mark V was truly a giant of its era. Designed for individualistic people seeking uniqueness and personal style, this coupe was often the choice of celebrities, public figures, or fashion enthusiasts. The car frequently featured unique amenities like a power sunroof, chandelier-style interior lighting, and a range of customization options from premium leather to rare wood veneers. Driving the Mark V was a blend of the powerful V8 engine and the refinement of a luxury coupe, delivering a unique experience. With its endlessly long hood and sleek rear, the Mark V always turned heads, becoming an icon of success and personal style in the final land yacht era. 1974 to 1978 Chrysler New Yorker, 232 inches. Despite its launch during the oil crisis, the 1974 to 1978 Chrysler New Yorker possessed a timeless design, far more elegant than its contemporaries. The New Yorker showed consistency and style, retaining its bright chrome metal grille, while competitors like Cadillac began switching to plastic. This gave it a more classic and enduring look. Like many other land yachts, the New Yorker was designed to provide abundant comfort and transform long journeys into a first-class experience. The Chrysler New Yorker was the ideal choice for those who valued comfort and traditional looks, not chasing fleeting trends. With its spacious interior, plush velvet or premium leather seats, this car offered maximum relaxation for both driver and passengers. The suspension was engineered to absorb bumps well, creating a gentle gliding sensation on the road. The New Yorker typically featured a powerful V8 engine, sufficient to move its large mass with ease, though it wasn't primarily focused on speed performance. Owners of the New Yorker were often professionals, individuals with established careers who sought a reliable, comfortable car for both work and family. This car also frequently appeared in films and television shows to symbolize the luxury of that period. Next is the 1976 Cadillac Eldorado, a flagship Cadillac model, notable for its stylish design and powerful engine. The 1976 Eldorado was particularly significant because it was one of the last American cars to feature large V8 engines before stricter emissions and fuel economy regulations came into effect. Like its land yacht brethren, the Eldorado was designed to provide maximum comfort with luxurious interiors and a smooth ride, making every journey a relaxing experience. The 1976 Cadillac Eldorado, especially the convertible version, was an icon of the free-spirited and opulent lifestyle of the 1970s. With its personal luxury coupe styling, the Eldorado attracted those who wanted to express their individuality and aesthetic taste. This car was often equipped with a 500 cubic inch 8.2-liter V8 engine, one of the largest engines ever produced for regular passenger cars, delivering impressive torque and acceleration despite its massive body. The Eldorado's interior was typically upholstered in premium leather with wood and chrome accents, along with amenities like automatic air conditioning, power windows, and power seats. It was a favorite car of movie stars, musicians, and other celebrities, often seen cruising on sunny coastal roads or attending social events. 1975 Buick Estate Wagon, 231.5 inches. Who says a wagon can't be luxurious? The 1975 Buick Estate Wagon is a strong testament to that, as it perfectly combined the practicality of a wagon with the comfort and style of a luxury sedan. This car featured a unique glide-away tailgate design that slid into the car's undercarriage, a clever solution that made loading and unloading cargo much easier, and the rear window also slid into the roof, creating maximum open space. To power this considerable mass, the estate wagon was equipped with Buick's 455 V8 engine, a powerful machine, and even had an optional Stage 1 performance package for those who wanted a bit more spice from their wagon. This was the ideal choice for large families or those needing cargo space without sacrificing comfort and class. With the capacity to seat up to 8 or 9 people with a rear-facing third row, it was the ideal vehicle for large families or anyone needing to transport many passengers. The car's interior often featured durable fabric or faux leather upholstery with simulated wood grain accents creating a cozy feel. A powerful air conditioning system ensured comfort for all passengers, even on hot summer days. The estate wagon was frequently seen carrying camping gear, surfboards, or serving as the daily driver for homemakers who needed a spacious and reliable vehicle. Despite its large size, this wagon retained an elegant appearance and Buick's signature smoothness. 1975 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, 230.7 inches. The 1975 Cadillac Coupe de Ville is a perfect example of opulent self-indulgence in automotive design of that era, a car that wasn't afraid to flaunt its grandeur and prestige. The Coupe de Ville's interior was designed to please every taste, with optional leather or patterned velvet upholstery, providing a cozy and upscale feel. On the exterior, it stood out with a large vinyl roof that added a classic touch and useful cornering lights, which helped drivers navigate this colossal car in tighter spaces or when turning. The Coupe de Ville wasn't just transportation, it was a statement of lifestyle. The Cadillac Coupe de Ville was a popular choice for successful couples or individuals who wanted a car that was both luxurious and had a sporty coupe feel. This car was often equipped with a large V8 engine, providing ample power and smooth operation. Power steering and front disc brakes were standard features that made driving easier. The Coupe de Ville's interior focused heavily on comfort, with thickly padded seats, large armrests, and generous legroom. Customers could choose from various vibrant or subdued exterior colors, along with different types of vinyl roofs, to add a distinctive touch. The Coupe de Ville was often seen parked outside luxury restaurants, movie theaters, or cruising on large city streets, a symbol of the extravagant and sophisticated life of the American elite. Thank you for watching. To continue with more content, comment yes to let us know you're still following. 1970 Imperial Crown, 229.7 inches. Going back to the beginning of the decade, we have the 1970 Imperial Crown. Imperial was an independent Chrysler brand from 1955 to 1975, created to directly compete with Cadillac and Lincoln, the leading rivals in the luxury car segment. The 1970 Imperial Crown was powered by a mighty 440 7.2-liter V8 engine, producing 350 horsepower, a respectable figure at the time, ensuring superior performance. Its interior featured plush, sofa-like bench seats upholstered in cloth and vinyl, offering maximum comfort and spaciousness for passengers, truly living up to the land yacht spirit. The 1970 Imperial Crown was a symbol of American luxury before energy crises changed the automotive industry. This car was often purchased by those who wanted a unique alternative to a Cadillac or Lincoln, seeking the sophistication and power that Chrysler offered. With its long and low profile, along with powerful lines, the Imperial Crown had a very imposing presence. Air conditioning and an AM/FM radio were standard amenities, along with many other options like power windows and power seats. Despite being a very large car, the Imperial Crown still offered a surprisingly agile and responsive driving feel, especially on wide, straight roads. 1976 Dodge Monaco Wagon, 229.5 inches. The 1976 Dodge Monaco Wagon was the wagon version of the Monaco, and it was significantly longer than the sedan variants, especially the 1976 model at 229.5 inches long. This car was not just long, but also featured stunning interior wood trim details, lending a rare touch of luxury to a wagon. It was advertised as uncommon luxury, emphasizing its uniqueness and premium status. Interestingly, fewer than 6,000 units were produced in 1976, making these Dodge Monaco wagons very rare on the market today, turning them into collector's items. The 1976 Dodge Monaco Wagon is a hidden gem in the world of land yacht wagons. With its limited production numbers, each car carries a unique story. This was the ideal car for large families who loved road trips, needing ample space for luggage and passengers. The car's interior often featured durable fabric or vinyl seats, with a third row that could fold flat or face rearward to increase cargo space or create an entertainment area for children. The suspension was designed to provide a smooth ride, even when fully loaded. The Monaco wagon typically came with a large V8 engine, ensuring enough power to tackle any terrain. 1973 Mercury Marquis, 229 inches. The 1973 Mercury Marquis was Ford LTD's counterpart and Mercury's flagship model, especially the premium brougham trim. The Marquis offered customers diversity with sedan, two-door coupe, convertible, or station wagon options, catering to various needs and lifestyles. In 1973, the Marquis received a mid-cycle refresh with the addition of 5 mph bumpers, a significant design change to comply with new government safety regulations, making the car appear even more substantial. The 1973 Mercury Marquis was a popular choice for those who desired the luxury of a Lincoln, but at a slightly more affordable price. This car was known for its spacious and comfortable interior, often upholstered in plush velour or synthetic leather, with simulated wood grain accents creating a cozy feel. The Marquis provided a smooth and stable ride on the road, making it the ideal car for long highway journeys. A powerful V8 engine ensured smooth acceleration and good towing capacity. Amenities like air conditioning, power steering, and brakes were standard, while higher-end options included cruise control and an AM/FM radio. The Mercury Marquis was often seen chauffeuring executives to meetings or families on their way to resorts, symbolizing the stability and prosperity of the American middle class. 1972 Lincoln Continental Mark IV, 228.1 inches. Turning back the clock a bit, we have the 1972 Lincoln Continental Mark IV, an icon of personal luxury coupes, similar to the famous Thunderbird. Lincoln was highly innovative in offering numerous special designer series editions created by renowned fashion designers like Bill Blass, Gucci, Givenchy, and Cartier, each featuring unique colors and interiors, elevating the car into a mobile work of art. This allowed customers to personalize their vehicle in a truly unique and distinguished way. The Lincoln Continental Mark IV was a car for individuals with style and a desire to make a personal statement. With its endlessly long hood, Rolls-Royce-style grille, and white wall tires, the Mark IV had a very distinctive and recognizable appearance. Its interior was a statement of luxury, with premium leather or plush velour seats, real or meticulously crafted simulated wood trim, and numerous amenities like automatic air conditioning, power windows, and a stereo sound system. This car was often seen cruising in affluent areas or on beautiful coastal roads, representing a life of indulgence and success. 1970 Buick Electra 225, 225.8 inches. This wasn't just a big car, it was a powerful machine with a 455 7.5-liter V8 engine producing 370 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque, making it one of the fastest land yachts on the road at the time. The 1970 Buick Electra 225 was the perfect blend of power and luxury, a hallmark of early 70s land yachts. The 1970 Buick Electra 225 was one of the last cars before emissions and fuel economy regulations began to tighten, allowing engineers to focus on power and size. This car had a majestic appearance with a large grille, dual headlights, and smooth body lines. Its interior was a spacious and comfortable environment, often upholstered in plush velour or premium leather, with a front bench seat wide enough for 3 adults. Driving the Electra was likened to commanding a large ship with powerful acceleration and the ability to glide through roads effortlessly. Among the cars we've mentioned, which land yacht left the deepest impression in your memory? Share your memories or thoughts in the comments below. 1976 Ford Thunderbird, 225.7 inches. Next up is the 1976 Ford Thunderbird, a car that stood out with lots of shiny chrome on its front bumper, grille, headlight bezels, and rear-view mirrors, giving it a splendid and classic look. This Thunderbird was not only long, but also weighed over 5,000 pounds, a significant weight for a coupe. To enhance the user experience, it had an optional 8-track tape player, a popular entertainment technology of the era, and special colors like lipstick, allowing owners to express their unique personalities. The 1976 Ford Thunderbird is a classic example of Ford's personal luxury coupe line. It appealed to those who wanted a blend of style, performance, and comfort, without needing the size of a full-size sedan. This car was often equipped with a large V8 engine, ensuring enough power to move its weight with ease. The Thunderbird's interior prioritized comfort, with plush velour or leather seats, air conditioning, and power windows and locks. Interior details like a simulated wood grain dashboard and chrome buttons contributed to a luxurious and appealing space. 1978 Ford Country Squire. This car was famously characterized by its simulated wood grain paneling on the body, a hallmark feature of Ford's full-size wagon line from 1951 all the way to 1991. The Country Squire was one of the last insanely sized cars before the automotive industry began downsizing to cope with the fuel crisis. To power this considerable mass, it was equipped with a powerful 460 7.5-liter V8 engine, ensuring smooth and robust performance. The 1978 Ford Country Squire was the ideal family car of its era, designed to carry both family and luggage on long trips, Its interior was spacious, often featuring a rear-facing third row, turning the cargo area into a play space for children. The seats were typically upholstered in durable fabric or vinyl, easy to clean. The country Squire was a familiar sight on interstate highways during summer, as families headed to campsites, beaches, or national parks. 1977 Dodge Royal Monaco, 225.7 inches. For those seeking a blend of traditional value and a touch of luxury, the 1977 Dodge Royal Monaco was an excellent choice. Its interior offered comfort with standard vinyl seats, 2 ashtrays in both front and rear, a common convenience at the time, and hidden headlights that provided an elegant and refined look when not in use. Additionally, the Royal Monaco had premium options like a locking gas cap or an electric digital clock, features that were quite modern and convenient at the time. The 1977 Dodge Royal Monaco was a full-size sedan designed to provide comfort and prestige. With its powerful appearance and spacious interior, it was a popular choice for middle-class families and professionals. This car was often equipped with a large V8 engine, delivering reliable performance and a smooth ride on the highway. 1973 Chevrolet Impala, Custom Coupe, 221.9 inches. Chevrolet marketed the 1973 Impala by talking about building a better way to see the USA, emphasizing the car's suitability for long road trips and exploring the country. Its interior was designed for maximum comfort with vinyl seats and simulated wood grain accents, creating a cozy feel. Under the hood, the Impala Custom Coupe had a standard 350 Turbo Fire V8 engine or an optional, more powerful 450 Turbojet V8, ensuring ample power for all needs. The 1973 Chevrolet Impala Custom Coupe was one of America's best-selling cars at the time, renowned for its blend of size, style, and affordability. This car was favored by a wide range of customers, from young families to retirees. With its sporty coupe styling and spacious interior, the Impala was an ideal choice for weekend getaways or simply cruising around the city. 1970 Ford LTD, 216.1 inches. And finally, on our colossal list is the 1970 Ford LTD. This was the largest car offered by Ford during this period, a symbol of size dominance in the American automotive industry. The 1970 LTD styling included a Thunderbird-inspired grille and hidden headlights, giving it a unique and sophisticated look. Incredibly, from 1969 to 1978, Ford sold a staggering 7.75 million units of the LTD and related Mercury models, proving the immense popularity and resounding success of this car line in the market. The 1970 Ford LTD was a symbol of success and comfort for the American middle class. It was considered an affordable luxury car, offering spacious interiors and high-end amenities without being overly expensive. The LTD's interior was often upholstered in plush velour or vinyl, with simulated wood grain accents on the dashboard and doors. With a powerful V8 engine, this car effortlessly cruised on highways, providing a smooth and stable ride. The LTD was a versatile car, suitable for daily commutes, large shopping trips, or family vacations. Its popularity helped shape the American streetscape throughout the 70s, and to this day, it evokes nostalgia for a golden era of American cars. 12. Ultra-band American cars you won't believe were real. The golden age of American muscle cars produced vehicles that embodied superior speed and power, machines that once astounded the entire automotive enthusiast world. However, some models went too far, becoming too dangerous or exceeding all safety limits. For this reason, they were secretly eliminated by car manufacturers and almost buried from history. In this video, let's explore these ultra-band American cars that actually existed. 1960 Plymouth Belvedere, Golden Commando 395 convertible. Let's turn back time to the dawn of the muscle car era, a time when optimism surged and raw power began to reshape the American auto industry. From that moment, a nearly mythical machine was born, named the 1960 Plymouth Belvedere Golden Commando 395 convertible. From the first glance, this car exuded the luxurious, smooth beauty of the 1950s, but beneath its shiny exterior lay a wild heart, ready to explode. Its heart was the Golden Commando 395 V8 engine, which was actually a powerfully tuned 383 V8 engine, producing an astonishing output of over 350 horsepower. This figure was incredible at the time, especially for a large convertible like this. This Belvedere could outperform many other factory hot rods, turning it into a silent predator on the streets. The original idea was simple: bring racing power to the streets, combining the freedom of a convertible with unexpected performance from a Plymouth. The designers and engineers envisioned a car that was not only beautiful, but could also fly on the highway, turning every trip into an exhilarating adventure. However, ambition sometimes exceeds physical limits. The problem with the Golden Commando 395 was not its engine power, but the very platform it was built upon. The chassis of this convertible version was too long and weak, not rigid enough to withstand the enormous torque the engine generated. Imagine, every time the driver pressed the accelerator hard, the car not only surged forward, but also twisted its body frighteningly. This not only caused insecurity, but also severely affected control. Furthermore, the car's suspension and brakes were not upgraded to match the new power. The rear wheels constantly lost traction, especially on uneven roads, turning acceleration into a game of chance. The brakes were weak, insufficient to rein in this wild horse when it was speeding at a terrifying pace. The inevitable consequence was a series of accumulating accidents, many fatal, which drew the attention of insurance companies and put pressure on Plymouth. The incredible power became a curse, turning the car from a symbol of freedom into a deadly danger. Under that pressure, Plymouth was forced to halt production of the Golden Commando 395 convertible mid-1960. This was a painful but necessary decision to protect its reputation and avoid larger legal risks. 1964 Lincoln Continental Coupe 430 Dual Quad. Entering 1964, the Lincoln Continental was a symbol of American sophistication, luxury, and class. It was the car of politicians, successful businessmen, where quietness and comfort were paramount. However, there's an interesting and often overlooked chapter in American automotive history, a vivid case study of the collision between raw muscle car performance and refined luxury style. The Lincoln Continental Coupe 430 Dual Quad project. This was an idea that seemed crazy, yet fascinating. What would happen if you put a monster's heart into a gentleman's carriage? Lincoln experimented with transplanting the 430 V8 engine, Ford's largest and most powerful engine at the time, equipped with two 4-barrel carburetors, dual quads, to significantly increase horsepower. The goal was not to turn the Continental into a race car, but to make it accelerate faster and compete with lighter muscle cars on the highway, providing a bit of thrill for luxurious drivers who still craved power. A car you could arrive at a formal party in, but still easily overtake anyone who dared to challenge you on the highway. But it was here that the nightmare began. Brand and image conflict became the main reason for this project's failure. The roar of the 430 V8 dual quad engine broke the usual quietness of the Lincoln's interior. While you were sitting in a luxurious, leather-wrapped car, everything was smooth. But when you pressed the accelerator, a fierce roar echoed, completely unfitting the refined and luxurious image Lincoln had built. The Ford executive board felt the car was too noisy to wear a three-piece suit. It was no longer a Lincoln Continental, but a chaotic machine, unsuitable for their high-end customer segment. Besides the image issue, the Continental's suspension and brakes were also not designed to handle the strain of the new high-power engine. This caused serious concerns about safety and reliability, especially when driving at high speeds or in situations requiring sudden braking. As a result, Lincoln quietly decided to scrap the 430 dual quad project after only a few weeks of testing. This story reinforced the strict boundaries between luxury and performance car divisions of automakers in the 1960s. Have you ever owned a car that you felt was too powerful or harder to control than you initially expected? 1971 Chevrolet Chevelle 454 Black Ops Police Unit. Let's turn to one of the most fascinating and chaotic stories in the history of muscle cars and American law enforcement. In 1971, as crime became increasingly sophisticated and high-speed chases became more frequent, some police departments sought a groundbreaking solution: a secret, high-performance police car that could outrun any vehicle on the street. And so, the Chevrolet Chevelle 454 Black Ops Police Unit was born, an ambitious and controversial project. This Chevelle was no ordinary police car. It was equipped with the legendary LS5454 V8 engine, with an estimated output of 360 horsepower and a maximum torque of 500 pound-feet. This was the performance of a true muscle car, a power that very few cars in the police fleet at the time could match. To turn this monster into a reliable police car, it was equipped with police standard features: reinforced suspension to withstand hard impacts and high-speed cornering, upgraded brakes to ensure timely stopping ability, high-performance tires for increased grip, and a powerful cooling system to maintain performance during long pursuits. In theory, this was the perfect car to deal with the most reckless criminals. However, power came with a steep price. The enormous torque and horsepower of the LS5454 V8 engine put immense pressure on every component of the drivetrain and chassis. The transmission, differential, and brakes required constant maintenance and even frequent replacement, turning this car into a financial black hole for police department budgets. Maintenance costs skyrocketed uncontrollably, causing headaches for managers. Furthermore, safety concerns also grew. Although a powerful car, the Chevelle 454 was still a heavy sedan, and its handling could become unpredictable at high speeds, especially in less than ideal road conditions. There were many reports of serious accidents involving this car, causing not only property damage, but also threatening the lives of officers and civilians. Pressure from local authorities, especially city councils, became overwhelming as maintenance costs continued to rise and the number of accidents showed no sign of decreasing. The Chevelle 454 Black Ops Police Unit program was finally discontinued in late 1972, and police departments returned to more conventional, more reliable, albeit less impressive in terms of performance, police vehicles. 1972 Dodge Demon 446-pack project. The story of the 1972 Dodge Demon 446-pack project is steeped in ambition, engineering daring, and the harsh reality of automotive technical limits. The Dodge Demon, with its compact size and light weight, was an ideal platform for an agile muscle car. But engineers wanted to push it even further, to turn it into a true demon on the streets. The plan was to transplant the 446-pack engine, a 440 V8 engine with 3 two-barrel carburetors, into the smaller, lighter Demon platform. The goal was to create a compact muscle car with the heart of a monster, combining the agile handling of a light car with the brutal power of the 446-pack engine. Imagine a car that looks modest, but when needed, it can explode with power, making larger cars bow down. That was the dream of a tiny assassin on the streets. Soon after, this dream quickly turned into a nightmare. The immense size and weight of the 446-pack engine made installation a logistical nightmare. Engineers struggled to squeeze the engine into the cramped engine bay, and this caused serious imbalance for the car, making it noticeably nose-heavy. Imagine a car with a heavy front end while the rear is too light, severely affecting handling. Test drivers reported severe understeer. The car tended to go straight when cornering, making steering difficult. When braking hard, the car dangerously nosedived, and even worse, tended to lose control quickly when cornering. A car designed for agility became unpredictable and dangerous. The risk of legal liability when releasing a production car with such erratic handling was immense for Dodge and its parent company Chrysler. As a result, this project was abruptly halted, and all known prototypes were recalled and dismantled to avoid any future legal risks. 1954, Chevrolet Handyman Wagon with Corvette inline-six engine. Back in 1954, a time when American automobiles were in a period of creative experimentation. Among them was an early American automotive experiment, the 1954 Chevrolet Handyman Wagon with the Corvette inline-six engine. This was a bold blend of performance and practicality that ultimately proved too revolutionary for its own good. Who would have thought that a humble family wagon could harbor the power of a sports car? The idea was to transplant the Corvette inline-six engine, upgraded with 2 carburetors, into the engine bay of the Handyman wagon. The result was surprising. This car could accelerate surprisingly fast and handle more responsively than any wagon of its time. It transformed a humble family wagon into something akin to a sports car on wheels. Do you understand the feeling of driving a utility vehicle, picking up and dropping off kids? But when you press the accelerator, it shoots off like a Corvette, leaving other sedans behind in astonishment. It was a promising idea, a perfect combination of utility and driving pleasure. But that very success was a problem for Chevrolet. Chevrolet executives feared that the idea of a practical family wagon that could match or even exceed some of the Corvette's performance figures would blur market boundaries. If a wagon could be as fast as a Corvette, what would happen to the exclusive and premium image of the Corvette? They feared this would undermine the image of the Corvette, a pure, unadulterated sports car. Furthermore, there were significant marketing and insurance concerns. Promoting a wagon as fast as a sports car could confuse consumers, making them unsure who the car was for. It could also alienate loyal customers of both the wagon and Corvette lines. Moreover, concerns about insurance and potential legal liability were also immense due to the wagon's unexpected performance. A family car with sports car speed could lead to dangerous situations and unwanted lawsuits. 1957, Nash Ambassador V8 Twin-Stick Experimental. In the final years of the Nash brand, one of the most astonishing and captivating oddities was born: the 1957 Nash Ambassador V8 Twin-Stick Experimental. This was not just a car, but a bold vision, a desperate attempt by Nash to modernize and innovate in an increasingly competitive automotive market. As major brands dominated, Nash wanted to create something truly unique, something that could reshape how we drive and think about fuel efficiency. The most prominent feature of this unique creature was the combination of the powerful Packard Source 352 cubic inch V8 engine and something called a twin-stick transmission. This transmission was truly a masterpiece of engineering in theory. It had 2 separate shift levers, one for selecting high-low range and one for selecting gears. The goal was to give the driver better control over shifting, optimizing power and fuel economy more efficiently than the automatic transmissions of the time, which were still quite rudimentary. Imagine a luxurious sedan with the flexibility of a sports car, where the driver could truly communicate with the machine under the hood. But that very genius became its fatal flaw. In practice, the twin-stick transmission was a mechanical and human disaster. Drivers were completely confused by these two levers. Instead of feeling in control, they felt lost, unsure how to shift smoothly or downshift without stalling the engine. Operating two levers at once required coordination and skill that very few normal drivers possessed, especially when driving in everyday traffic conditions. Even attempting to shift in a hurry often led to dangerous and awkward situations. Not only was it difficult to use, but the durability of this system was also extremely poor. The transmission linkages were designed too fragile, easily bent, jammed, or completely broken after a short period of use. This led to a series of breakdowns. The car stalling in the middle of the road, inability to engage gears, or sudden power loss on the highway, posing serious dangers to drivers and other road users. Reports of these incidents continuously poured in, and it was no surprise that the American Motors, AMC Executive Board, Nash's parent company, began to doubt the project. They refused to invest further in an idea they found too risky and impractical. The result is that no original twin-stick models are known to exist today. This car was called a suicide transmission by a veteran mechanic due to its unpredictable and often incomprehensible behavior. The Nash ambassador that our egoi. Twin-stick experimental remains an interesting footnote in automotive history, a thin line between bold innovation and the harsh reality of engineering and user experience. 1970, Ford Torino, Talladega, Super Cobra Jet. Entering the 70s, NASCAR was not just a race, it was a battlefield where American automakers showcased their power and engineering. And to dominate that battlefield, Ford created one of the rarest, almost mythical muscle cars, the 1970 Ford Torino Talladega Super Cobra Jet. This was a machine born with a single purpose: to win on the NASCAR racetrack, especially at large tracks like Daytona and Talladega. To achieve that goal, this Talladega's body shape was impressively redesigned by Ford, not just to look more appealing, but more importantly to reduce drag and improve stability at high speeds. Every curve, every detail was optimized for peak aerodynamic performance. Beneath that tapered hood was the legendary 429 Super Cobra Jet V8 engine, with a claimed output of 375 horsepower, but in reality, it was said to produce over 400 horsepower. With this power, the Talladega's acceleration was blistering, turning it into a literal rocket on the track. It was designed to outrun every competitor, to be the undisputed champion. But problems arose when this purebred racing weapon tried to step off the track and integrate into everyday life. The aerodynamic modifications optimized for 200 miles per hour on the track caused unstable handling characteristics on the street. Imagine driving a car designed to rocket on the track, but when driving on normal streets, it became difficult to control. There were many reports of the car shaking at high speeds, jerking steering, and especially unpredictable understeer, meaning the car tended to go straight when you wanted to turn. This turned the car from a symbol of speed into a difficult, even dangerous machine on public roads. One engineer at the company commented, "We built a rocket for Daytona and Talladega, but when we tried to release it on the street, it was like handing a loaded bazooka to a child. Thrilling, but deadly." It's no surprise that insurance companies immediately categorized this car as extremely high risk, making insurance premiums astronomically high. Who would want to insure a car with such a high potential for accidents? Pressure from safety regulators, and especially from the Ford Executive Board itself, forced them to make the decision to halt production after only 70 units were released. 1959, Pontiac Catalina Tri-Power Wagon. Who says family cars can't have muscle? In 1959, Pontiac pushed the limits with a bold combination of the practicality of a family wagon and raw muscle car performance, the Catalina Tri-Power Wagon. This sounded like a crazy idea, a car large enough to carry family muscle sedans and camping gear, but also powerful enough to tear up the streets and leave others in its dust. At the heart of this family monster was the Tri-Power 389 V8 engine, equipped with 3 carburetors, producing about 310 to 320 horsepower. This was a huge number for a family wagon at the time. With a long, heavy car, it could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 8 seconds, a figure that many high-performance sedans and even sports cars of the same era couldn't match. This meant you could take the kids to school, then stop at a traffic light and easily beat any opponent who dared to challenge you. It was a true multi-purpose car, promising a life that was both comfortable and exhilarating. However, that very power became the Achilles heel of the Catalina Tri-Power wagon. The biggest problem was that the car's drum brake system was completely inadequate to safely and consistently slow down this rocket-like vehicle. Brake fade became a serious danger, especially when braking suddenly or after continuous acceleration. Imagine driving a 300-horsepower family monster, and when you need to stop, the brake system responds weakly like a toy car. That caused panic for drivers due to the potential for catastrophic accidents. Not only the brakes, but the large torque of the 389 Tri-Power engine also put excessive stress on the axle housing and leaf springs. This led to unpleasant noises, erratic handling when cornering, and in some worst cases, catastrophic axle failure. The car became difficult to control, especially when cornering at high speeds, turning it from a powerful machine into a difficult-to-manage vehicle. The consequence was high repair costs, and insurance companies began categorizing the car as high risk, driving insurance premiums sky-high. Ultimately, Pontiac quietly discontinued the Tri-Power wagon option without any official announcement. Among the 4 cars we've just explored, which one surprised you the most in terms of why it was banned from the market? Share your thoughts in the comments below. 1966, American Motors, Marlin 343 Typhoon Project. From monsters too powerful to self-destruct, let's turn to the 1966 American Motors Marlin 343 Typhoon Project. This was a bold attempt by AMC to blend the burgeoning muscle car trend with the Marlin, a luxurious fastback coupe that was already an unusual and controversial design. This project involved fitting a powerful 343 V8 engine, dubbed Typhoon, combined with a 4-speed manual transmission to deliver powerful, thrilling acceleration to the Marlin. The goal was to elevate the Marlin beyond its original segment and attract a younger generation of customers who were more performance-oriented than just luxury. They wanted a car that was not only beautiful and comfortable, but could also pin the driver to the seat when accelerating. It was an attempt for AMC not to be left behind in the horsepower race unfolding among major manufacturers. Harsh engineering reality quickly extinguished this ambitious flame. The Marlin's chassis and suspension structure, which prioritized comfort and a smooth ride, were not designed to withstand the increased power and torque of the 343 Typhoon engine. This led to excessive strain on suspension components, causing rapid wear and severely affecting the car's handling. The car became difficult to control, especially when cornering at high speeds, and the ride quality was no longer as smooth as originally intended. Not only that, the cooling system also struggled to dissipate the heat from this powerful engine, causing serious concerns about durability and overheating. A constantly overheating car can never be reliable. Furthermore, there was internal resistance from AMC's leadership. They feared that introducing a muscle car variant would confuse consumers and dilute the Marlin's already somewhat complex brand message. AMC did not want to dilute its image. Ultimately, AMC decided to cancel the Marlin 343 Typhoon project before it could enter mass production. 1955, Hudson Hornet 5.8 NASCAR prototype. In the history of American stock car racing, there are stories that linger in one's mind. One of them is the story of the 1955 Hudson Hornet 5.8 NASCAR prototype, a unique, almost mythical position in the flow of racing history. This is an interesting but bitter tale of innovation, challenge, and the harsh reality of racing regulations. The Hudson Hornet was once a legend on the NASCAR track, but this story revolves around a groundbreaking attempt to take it to a new level. To continue dominating the track, engineers experimented with a bold idea, transplanting the massive Packard 5.8 engine into the compact and agile Hornet chassis. This resulted in astonishing performance gains in private tests. This Hornet-Packard hybrid could accelerate harder, maintain higher speeds, and still retain the Hornet's famous agility. It promised to be an unbeatable machine on the track, a symbol of the engineer's ingenuity and creativity. Visions of this car tearing through the track, leaving all rivals behind, thrilled everyone on the racing team. But alas, that dream was shattered by rigid rules. The fatal problem with this car lay in NASCAR's homologation rules. NASCAR stipulated that race cars must be true stock cars, meaning they had to reflect what was available in showrooms, cars that the public could purchase. Combining a Hudson chassis with a Packard engine, two competing brands from different corporations, was strictly forbidden by this regulation. NASCAR wanted to ensure that the race was between production models, not between hybrid machines specially built for the track. NASCAR declared the Hudson-Packard hybrid illegal and banned it from racing. This was a severe blow to the engineering team and their hopes. Despite possessing unlimited potential, this car never had the chance to prove itself on a real racetrack. 1965, Chrysler 300L Ram Charger Package. The Chrysler 300L was a luxurious, classy sedan known for its comfort and elegant appearance. But beneath that noble exterior, a brutal secret lurked: the Ram Charger 426 Max Wedge engine. The Ram Charger 426 Max Wedge was no ordinary engine. It was a legendary high-performance machine specially built for drag racing, capable of running a quarter mile in about 11 seconds, an astonishing figure at the time. Chrysler's intention was to create a car that combined luxurious comfort with unique performance. You could smoothly transport guests to a formal event, then crush any opponent who dared to challenge you at a traffic light. A perfect two-faced car, serving both luxury needs and the craving for speed. This idea clashed with harsh reality. The 300L's chassis and drivetrain were simply not built to withstand such extreme power levels. This led to frequent and catastrophic failures of the transmission, drive shaft, and especially the rear differential. Imagine a luxury car, but just by stepping on the accelerator a bit hard, the parts underneath start to groan or even shatter. These failures were not only costly, but also led to many serious accidents. Those accidents brought lawsuits and insurance claims, creating immense pressure on Chrysler's legal department. They could not continue to sell a product with such high legal risks. Moreover, customer reaction was not as expected. Many traditional luxury car buyers were unsettled by the inconsistency between the elegant appearance and the aggressive personality of the car. Many likened it to a sledgehammer in a tuxedo. What they wanted was smoothness and reliability, not an unpredictable beast. 1962, Dodge Custom 880 413 Cross Ram. Finally on our list is the 1962 Dodge Custom 880 413 Cross Ram, a remarkable but short-lived testament to an ambitious era of American automobiles, where muscle and luxury collided in ways that often defied engineering logic. The Custom 880 was a large, luxurious sedan, designed to provide comfort and class for long journeys. But Dodge had a bold idea. Combine that comfort with the raw power of the 413 V8 Cross Ram engine. The 413 V8 Cross Ram engine was no ordinary engine. It featured a special intake system that significantly increased high RPM power delivering thrilling bursts of power. The idea was to create a car that could drive smoothly in the city, but on the highway, it could unleash its hidden power, providing an exciting driving experience. It was a car that could deceive others with its elegant appearance, but harbored a beast within. Like many other stories, ambition exceeded execution capability. The biggest problem was the difficulty of installation. The large size of the cross-ram engine required extensive and risky modifications to the custom 880's engine bay. Engineers were forced to reshape the hood and firewall, sometimes affecting the car's structural rigidity. Imagine a luxury car that had to be cut and shaped to fit the engine, which significantly affected overall quality and safety. Furthermore, the car's throttle response was overly aggressive, causing jerky acceleration and unpredictable handling in daily driving. Instead of a smooth driving experience, the car became uncomfortable and unstable. But the worst part was a serious safety incident that occurred. Excessive heat in the cramped engine bay caused a fire under the hood during testing. This was the end of the project. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything. If you enjoyed this nostalgic journey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next exciting videos. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.